In the last video, I mentioned how I'm challenging myself to do what's uncomfortable, like throwing recyclables into the regular trash. A renowned researcher in the field of hoarding disorder first recommended I do this over a year ago. But I resisted big time because it didn't make sense to me. Why would I throw an aluminum can into the black garbage bin when the blue recycling bin is right next to it? It wasn't until my decluttering buddy, who also struggles with hoarding disorder, encouraged me to do it. And she did it with me. She explained how it's not forever. Later, we can go back to recycling. But for now, we have to do what feels painful and learn to sit with the discomfort. Trying to escape the anxiety I feel will only make things worse over time. Because trying to escape the anxiety is what distorts my behavior. And the more my behavior is distorted, the less able I am to function in the world. If throwing things away causes me anxiety, and I try to avoid that anxiety by not throwing things away, that's the hoarding, right? That's what I've been doing for decades. And I know how having a hoarded home has isolated me both physically and mentally. So if I continue to avoid the anxiety by not throwing things out, the hoard will get worse and I will become more and more isolated and dysfunctional. It's still not easy for me by any means, but I'm finally starting to get why I need to do this to change the wiring in my brain. Yesterday, I read an article that explained it by using the bent pole analogy. In order to straighten a metal pole that's been bent in one direction, you have to bend it back to an equal degree in the opposite direction. That's why these exercises are extreme. It's not enough to just try to resist the urge. I have to make myself do something that feels inherently wrong in order to neutralize the compulsions I've been a slave to for far too long. It's not just about disregarding what hoarding disorder demands. It's about taking the extra step of upping the ante or challenging it even further. The goal is to eventually regain freedom and obtain comfort in doing the routine things of daily living which have been denied by this disorder. Like I said, I resisted this exercise for a long time, and it's still really hard for me to do. But I want to get better. I want a better life. I want to feel joy again. If this exercise sounds scary and unconscionable to you, I totally get it. But I also encourage you to try it. It does get better. It may not get easy, but it does get better. And I'll do it with you. This recyclable plastic bottle with its beautiful faceted cap that I could think of multiple uses for is going in the regular trash. Christ on a cracker. It feels so wrong, but it'll pass. It'll pass.